Daddy worked out in the lumber yard by the cemetery road, carrying the load the best he could. And we'd see him from the highway when Mom would drive us to town. He looked so small between those rows of wood. And he'd come home around supper time, kick the sawdust off his boots, take my baby brother in his arms. I was only 5 years old, but I remember it so well. I learned what love was there in our single wide home. It was a single wide home on a dead-end gravel road, the backside of my granddaddy's land. We had a 15-acre playground, and it was a paradise to me. And Lord, I wish I could go home again. We got cable television back in '85. 50 channels were the world to me. And the cartoons and the evening news taught me how to be afraid of guns and drugs and poverty. And I cried, Mama, oh Mama, I don't ever want to leave you. And she said, son, one day you'll be on your own. But Jesus died so you might live, and you don't have to be afraid. Yeah, I found God there in our single wide home. It was a single wide home, and I had a Bible in my hand. And Jesus saved me from my sins. As I've gotten older, I've drifted away. Lord, I wish I could go home again. I wish I could go home again. Now that trailer's in the scrapyard out by the interstate where all the strangers come in. When Granddad died, they sold the property, tore down the timber, and he started building. It was a single wide home just off Jackson Trail, back before the developers moved in. It's all covered up now by tract houses and roads. And Lord, I wish I could go home again. I wish I could go home again. To a single wide home